how do we influence them? How do we rescue our seat at the table of government, of, again, really the franchise of directing our common journey? If you look at the world today, does this represent your will? Is this what you want? Is this what you signed up for? Do you feel well represented? And it doesn't matter whether you're on the left. It doesn't matter whether you're on the right. It doesn't matter whether you're in the center. Most people would probably agree things don't look that great right now. But then you ask the next question, what are you going to do about it? And a lot of people answer with a ... And this is one of the things that I'd like to go to now in the questions is, we should talk out not just my answers, although I'm happy to share them, but also from Cindy and Stephen. What should we answer? What should our answer be? How do we confront these challenges of a quantified world where the individual is electronically naked to the point that they might as well be physically naked? We are transparent before power. At the same time that structures, institutions, again, this could be government agencies, the CIA, the NSA, that are reinterpreting the law in new ways, that we can't see, we can't vote on, we can't control, and even Congress has very little interest in this. They are opaque to us while we are transparent to them. And the question before us for the rest of the session, I think, in addition to whatever else you have, is what are we going to do about it? So let's go to questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Yeah, I guess, wow, that's very deep. And it's really, I think, kind of a very granular analysis of the statement we hear a lot nowadays, which is that if everything's free, like who's the product and what is the product? Well, we're the product. And so I think really breaking that down and understanding how either by design or by circumstance, which are effectively the same thing, we now have a system in which we're sort of players in a game, and what is the game that we're trying to win, and like what's the point of this, or like what do we get to at the end of our lives? We've got how many followers did you have, and how many people approved of what you posted or didn't approve, or was your life ruined? Did you get cancelled? I mean, there's all these kind of weird sort of phenomenons that almost it's like I agree with you. I was also kind of very early in the internet and remember the days before it was like I was using Mosaic when it was like back in the day. I was using things before there was Mosaic, and it was just such an interesting exploration time. You could find things, and when I was doing my research, it was just fascinating to connect with people in different parts of the world and feel free to say something. And all that's gone. Like I can't even find some of the things I would like to find that I did in the past. It's also like I'm a big fan of sci-fi myself, and it is quite a sort of dystopian reality that we're stepping into. One of the things that I've thought for a long time, and one of the reasons why I'm so focused on both the advocacy around privacy and the technological aspect of what we can do to build tools that allow people to be more private and less censored, is the idea that sometimes I feel like if we don't get this right, what I think is right, we may end up in a point where there's kind of a point of no return. And you kind of like, and especially once you start add AIs and all sorts of other kind of tricks into here, you think, well, hang on a second. One day you wake up and you're like, how do we undo this thing? Maybe we don't know how to even organize to protest against it, because if we try to organize to protest against it, then we get reprimanded, or we don't even need to get locked up anymore. We just get like socially locked up, that sort of thing.